Y'all, I am hot off the presses here on Friday, June the 14th. I got paid today from the city job. This is city job payday week. So I thought, I'll go. I told Mom that I would send her money. And I also had to pay tower loan too, but it's neither here nor there. I sat down to pay my bills. Tower loan, just fine. Got on the internet, got on the website, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The process that I usually do to send Mom her money is I call the local branch of the Bank Midwest. And the local branch, mind you, because this is important to the story, my local branch is like 45 minutes away. Okay? And I don't drive. Okay. And that's why I always call the local branch and the people there in the office or whatever. Just five-minute phone call. That's all it fucking took. 5 fucking minutes. And what's your name? What's your account? What's your mom's name? What account is it going into? Blah 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 blah. Give them all the information. How much money do you want to send? Blah 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 blah. Boom. Sent. Thank you. Have a nice day. Well, apparently because of fraud, all you fucking fraud or bullshit people fucking out there, stop fucking frauding, because I'm sick of your shit. And this is what fucking happens is, now the local branches aren't allowed to do that, do it over the phone, whatever. So I guess if they have a question they can't answer or something they can't do, a process they can't complete, they are instructed to send us to the 1-800 number, whatever. For them to, because you have to verify or whatever. So that was the first thing, is I had to verify my identity, and they asked for a passcode, and I'm like, I don't even know if I've ever set one up. So she's like, okay, hold on a minute. And she was able to go through my account, my transactions. Y'all, we've discussed how I'm a bad adult. I don't know what I spend when and how much. She said a deposit for like $700 and some, and I'm like, well, that's got to be Walmart, So, and I mean, I can do deposits. Like if she had asked me today, you got a deposit for $500 and blah 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 blah. I'm like, City of Warrensburg, thank you very much. She started asking me about things that I like, purchases or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know. But she came up with this. She very clever girl. She was like, can you sign on to your online banking, And I was like, yeah. It's like, I can get on the website, whatever. And I realized what she was asking me to do was look at my account. And, it's like, here's the purchases that she was asking me about. So I was able to verify for her, okay, because she was looking at, what I was saying. So, this purchase was something, and I was like, maybe it's one of my utilities? I don't know. So it was needlessly frustrating. And then, because my mom and I are both, like, account holders at the same bank, at Bank Midwest. It's going from a Bank Midwest account to a Bank Midwest account, and it was never a fucking problem before. 5 fucking minutes, and it was fucking done and over with. And Mom had her money, If I did it too late in the afternoon, whatever, sometimes it wouldn't be in there till the next day, but she would have her money. So, like, already this is needlessly frustrating, and it's like, she was looking, and she was like, she's like, I'm not sure how to do this, let me ask a supervisor, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Or, well, you put me on hold. Do you mind if I put you on hold, blah, blah, blah. So she had to talk to a supervisor, and the supervisor basically said they can't do it. Like, they can do it if you visit your local branch. Huh? Remember the detail about how I don't drive and the local branch is 45 fucking minutes away? Quite a walk that would be. Not to mention the walk back. So, so they can do it, apparently, but you have to go into the branch. And I was like, I don't even know if the Richmond one ever opened back up. after COVID, or if you have to request a meeting, basically, or like schedule a time, like you're going to the fucking doctor and you're not just walking into a bank to fucking do something simple and get it done and over with. So after all of this, frustration with something that used to be a 5 fucking minute fucking phone call to accomplish, I spent like 20-30 minutes on the phone with this woman trying to figure things out, and didn't accomplish jack fucking shit. Mom still doesn't have her payment. And I don't know what to do. The girl was, I guess I could mail Mom a check. Because I noticed in the mobile app, there's something about transferring money, and because I asked the lady on the phone about that, and she's like, well, it's not, it's for accounts that are like, out of network, I guess, kind of thing. Basically, you can't send money from a Bank Midwest account to a Bank Midwest account. Is that fucking stupid? Yes. Big $, question mark, exclamation point, all of them, asterisk, hashtag, all of them. Yes, it's like, how can I not, like, in the website, I think it's the same thing. Like, it's just so fucking simple. It was so fucking simple. Call the local branch, give them, information, task complete. But now apparently I'm not going to be able to do that anymore. At all. And you can best believe I got on the fucking website and I sent them a nasty fucking message. Maybe not, nasty. Not like Facebook nasty. Not like YouTube nasty. Sometimes I get pretty nasty when YouTube asks me for my opinion on things. But I explained the situation to him because it's kind of like, if you would like to bring a Bank Midwest back to Warrensburg, that would be great. Thank you very much. Because it used to be the Bank Midwest was at the front of Walmart, was in Walmart. And apparently Bank Midwest sold off all of those locations. I got to keep my account because I originally, this is the same account I've had since I was 18 years old, and I'm foi now. I tell you, we were out cutting down at Parks and Rec today. We were dealing with trees that had fallen over. And I'm pretty sure I felt every single bit of that 44 years. Well, actually, it was kind of funny because Peter showed me how to use a chainsaw once, and Gabe, the new supervisor, he was like, you can use whichever one you want, like the, because there was 3 gas powered ones and 1 electric chainsaw, and I was like, I don't really know how to use either one of them. And he's like, you've never used a chainsaw before? I was like, no. He's like, you've never been trained? I was like, no. He's like, you're not using one of these. I was like, well, I can act like I never said anything. And he's like, no, we're not doing that either. So I just got to pull the sticks and try to throw them in the truck. And then later, Public Works came over with their big fucking machines and just took care of pretty much all of it, while we just kind of stood there, we did clean up after the cleanup, basically, and some of it's left until Monday morning, but but yeah, it's I got to keep my account with Bank Midwest because I originally signed up for a standalone location, So apparently everyone who opened a Bank Midwest account, I guess I didn't realize it was different. I mean, it's the same fucking company. I've thought about going to the credit union because years and years and years ago. Of course, now you have mobile banking. I can deposit a check mobily, or whatever. And the girl was trying to do a workaround, not a reach around. That's later. But because she was asking about Zelle and like Cash App, and I'm like, my mom doesn't know how to use. Her mom doesn't use those, and she's like, I understand, because she was saying something with Cash App. I could link my card to the Cash App, deposit however much money I needed to deposit, and then get her debit card information from her, unlink my card, link my mom's card, and then send the money to her card instead. Like, that just seems needlessly, like, why can't I have my card and her card on file? Like, it's 2024. How am I not able to transfer money from my account to my mom's account when we're in the same bank? Are you fucking kidding me? I was. Just last fucking month. I sent mom her payment last fucking month by getting on the phone and talking to somebody from the Richmond location, 45 minutes away. You may remember. On the phone. Something to do with fraud. I don't know, because the lady at the branch, because she was saying something about you'd have to call the 1-800 number. I'm like, is this the Richmond branch? She's like, yes, because of fraud, they want you to do it all over the 800 so that they can verify your identity, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And we verified my identity, and I still wasn't able to fucking do it. So here we are. I was a little fueled up about this situation. And it is what it is. So I just messaged mom and I'm like, I tried to send your money. Can't fucking do it apparently. So I don't know, like, there's so many different ways to send money to somebody. Like, if mom could I think she might have PayPal. I might be able to send her money through PayPal, maybe? Just last fucking month, I was able to call the fucking local branch at Bank Midwest and transfer her fucking money to her just a fucking month ago. But now, because all you frauder assholes out there frauding fraudulently, that's what I have to say. Knock that shit off. Because this shit won't fucking happen, and I'll be able to use my bank how I always used my bank for fucking years. Fucking years. Fucking years. And it's something, by the way, Bank Midwest, if you're listening, you can, like, return things to normal the way they used to be. It's like, we're in, like, the alternate timeline right now. But if you go back in time and you save the cheerleader, you save the world. So you have the power. You have the power to bring that shit back and unfuck this situation up. Please do. I didn't even finish my goddamn Zaxby's because I was on the phone. Zaxby's does no longer have the shrimp. I wanted to try the shrimp, so that's what I ended up ordering. I didn't have it. So the girl called me, and I didn't really end up with the meal that I thought that, because she said she could do something for, the same price or whatever, and I was like, oh, just like the Zax snack meal, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't know which one I usually order, but it usually comes with, like, coleslaw, and this one didn't, so. Let's find out what the fucking question of the day is. Sure hope it's annoying. Most interesting fact you have heard recently. It's an annoying one. Have I heard a fact recently? I don't feel like I've heard a fact recently. And even then, what is truth? Really. A lot of people think they know facts. This is where I'm at with the world. I don't trust anyone or anything. Because people, they see things through their own little perspective, and they don't, well, I heard this study that said this, and then you can run into somebody that I read a study that said something the complete opposite. So what is the truth? What is a fact? Do we even know what they are anymore? Did we ever? I don't think so. I don't think we ever will. And how much of it is just like opinion? Like I could go down a rabbit hole. Like I have an inner conspiracy theorist, and sometimes these things play into it. It's like, I mean, if people, like the supposed studies, and like studies can be manipulated in one way or another. Like, I mean, is Chick-fil-A good? If you ask a Christian, they're going to be like, it's the most amazing thing in the world. And if you ask a gay, they're going to be like, fuck no, fuck that, bigoted chicken. Not that they've ever tasted the chicken, or, because they hate the policies of the chicken, they're going to say it's bad, because, they're not going to give it a chance, because, they don't like their politics. That's where I'm at with the world, It's like... like, what was it? Like, people were... what was it they were talking about recently? Like a restaurant or something. Oh, there was speaking of Richmond, 45 minutes away, there was a restaurant that allowed smoking, and I don't think they do anymore. But people would come, they'd go on the Googs, and they'd give it like a 1-star review or whatever, and they'd be like that was their sticking point. I don't like it because they allow smoking in there. I'll never eat there because... So you've never ate there. It's a restaurant. I want to know what the food tastes like. I don't give a shit about smoking. Is the food good? Is the service good? That's the kind of shit that I want to fucking know. Don't give a shit about any of that other shit. If you're not going to give a well-rounded review of everything and just give it 1 star because they allow smoking, your opinion is worthless. Worthless. It's a restaurant. Like, I don't even necessarily care that the service is good, but if the food is, but there again, that's kind of like, opinion, once again. Is it, like, I hate it when Mom asks me, is it cold outside? Or is it hot outside? Or whatever. It's kind of like, or is it spicy? I'm like... I mean, it might not be so spicy to me, but it might be a little spicy to you. Like, it's like, well, I mean, it's warm outside to me, but it might be chilly outside to you. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Rabbit hole. We're going deep. We're going deep in this hole. So it's like, what is a fact? Anyway, do we have facts anymore? As they keep rewriting everything. Pluto is a fucking planet. I don't give a shit. My very excited mother will still serve us 9 pizzas. I don't give a shit. Pluto is a fucking planet. That was a truth. That was a fact for how many years? And now suddenly everybody's like, fuck Pluto. No, I don't fuck Pluto. If I did, it would be with love and respect. I might even call them in the morning. I don't know. Probably not. But, at least they would know that I fucked them with loving respect. Like, Pluto is still a planet. I don't care. There's certain things that I just decide, like, they're facts to me. I don't care. Betty White was 100. I don't give a shit. Like, who cares? Like, maybe they got her birth certificate wrong. It was a long time ago. They did that shit. As far as I'm concerned, it's something, I don't know. It's a fact for me. Betty White was 100. I don't give a shit. I'm wrong. Unless there was an accident, there was some kind of mistake with her birth certificate. It was off by what was it, like a month? Didn't she die like a month before her 100th birthday? Supposed 100th birthday. I don't give a shit. She was 100. Pluto's a planet. Betty White was 100. Don't argue with me, even if I'm wrong. Don't. I don't care. I don't know. Like, people will say things, and it's kind of like, oh, okay. And it's kind of like, consider the source. Like, where did they even hear it from? And what kind of agenda did they have spreading this information? Like, oh, my light went out. because I talked and bitched and conspiracy theoried for too long. I don't know, and people don't question, like, what's in front of their face. You know what I mean? Like, how many fucking times? Luckily, I haven't seen the goddamn... It made the rounds again recently. The whole Facebook is going to start to charge. I saw it on the news. Nobody fucking saw it on the news. It's all horse shit. It was horse shit the last 20 fucking times I saw it, and the 20 fucking times before that. Your goddamn shit ain't going to turn blue. I'm on a rampage today. I'm on a rampage today. So yes, I don't know. Facts are facts, Mohart. You know, like, I don't know. The most interesting facts that I've heard lately are ones I made up. Betty White was 100. End of story. So, yes. Haven't slept yet. I did stay late. But it's like, you know, I don't have to work my regular job tonight, so when I pass out, I can just pass the fuck out and be passed out for the rest of the weekend. So, maybe after I upload, definitely after I upload this, and hopefully after I eat my Zaxby's. Oh, by the way, speaking of jobs and sleeping, moving my alarm to the other end of my little table there worked like a charm. In fact, I woke up so early, because usually, like, you know, I'll roll over, I'll turn the alarm off, whatever, and I might lay there for a little bit before I get up. But I mean, I guess I kind of sat there on the edge of the bed, because that's what I had. I had to sit up and, you know, reach across and not reach around again later. And, you know, turn it off. So I did kind of sit there for a minute, but it's like I still ended up getting up earlier, or, you know, starting to get around, I guess I should say, get around earlier. Because it's usually, by the time I, like, you know, shower and brush my teeth and brush my hair and whatever, of course, brushing my hair takes less and less time every year. But, you know, like, it's usually like 9:20 something, and last night it was 9:17 when I was completely done. I'd showered, I'd got ready, I'd got around, so I just sat on the edge of the bed and, like, played my games. Actually, I think I started scrolling through Facebook or something. I think I got lost in the sauce or something. So, but I was like, that seems to say that maybe I could give myself another 5 extra minutes of sleep if this is going to continue to work out. But then I overslept for second work, and it's like, I'm a mess. What else is new? But anyway, so that's that for today. I'm going to finish my cold Zaxby's with no coleslaw. The fries are really good, though. I've been kind of like munching on the fries, and the bread was okay. Okay. It's kind of burned-ish. Burnt-ish. But, you know, good. I'll take a tiny bite so that I can say farewell for today. Get this uploaded. Do it all over again tomorrow. So, try to figure out a way to get Mom her money, since Bank Midwest fucking sucks in that department now, apparently. What a difference a month makes, apparently. But anyway, have a good night, good weekend, whatever, and I'll see you for what I see you.